Nelson was a ladies' man. He drove Lady Hamilton wild. He only had one eye, one arm, one leg, because he'd been chopped in half as a child. His father had been a karate expert, or so the people said, and one day, just forgetting himself, he sort of patted his son on the head. Now, Horatio wasn't too pleased about this, because things had turned out rather bad, because the poor little lad was left-handed, and that wasn't the hand that he had. But Horatio, proud of his manhood, looked down to count his proverbials. He found he was equal to Hitler, or one better off than Goebbels. They used to call him Half Nelson. In the pubs of Gosport and Dover. And when everyone stood for God Save the King, 9 times out of 10, he fell over. He needed help to applaud. And life seemed really unfair. Because when it came to getting legless, he was already halfway there. He used to go to the local hop. And there he'd sing and shout, because he couldn't do the military two-step. And half the hokey-cokey was out. But sex was like riding a bike. As Horatio found when he tried. Because when a one-legged man gets his leg over, he's all on the other side. You see, he only had a starboard leg. And when his flagship left the shore, his men said aye instead of aye. And his parrot said pieces of 4. But when the Navy sailed into battle, brave Horatio didn't know fear. I see no ships, he said with his telescope, but be stuck in his deaf ear. Let's advance to the rear, said his admirals. We must retreat or we're dead. But bravely Nelson ignored them, because he didn't hear a word that they said. His first 3 words were England expects, as the cannonball started to lob. And he looked down at his Bernard's brown trousers and hoped they were doing their job. But up in the foreign flagship, he was spotted by a sniper who knew that it was Nelson because his glasses had got just one windscreen wiper. But Nelson, he knew battle tactics. He had the whole situation in check. But as he dodged to hide behind the mast, he tripped over a plaque on the deck. The bullet pierced his heart, and Nelson fell down with a shout. Kiss me, Hardy, he whispered loud, because there's nobody nicer about. Now, Hardy wasn't shocked. He wasn't shocked. He'd spent many years aboard ships and protected himself from rear admirals. By wearing bisexual clips. Kiss me, Hardy, said Nelson again. And Hardy bent o'er his leader. And though the world thought he was kissing the Admiral, he was whispering, sod off, you bent leader. His funeral was crowded with women. There were thousands of them, crying and solemn. Was it his looks? Was it his charm? No, it was probably the size of his column. Thank you very much.